Welcome back to Loving Living Local. Ever heard of the autumn burnout? It's that extra feeling of exhaustion during that summer to fall transition. The feeling is pretty common among adults, but there are ways to get past it. This morning, I'm joined by life coach Andrew Paul to learn about steps you can take to avoid a burnout. Andrew, thank you for joining us today.
Hey, Christy, this is just fantastic. Yeah, I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for having me on.
So let's start by discussing what is autumn burnout and why it seems to hit people, a bunch of different peoples, all this time of year.
Well, autumn burnout is just simply that time of year when, the daylight is disappearing and holidays are coming up. So people are feeling a little bit of a pinch crunch time, and kids are back in school, and there's all sorts of things that demand our time. And so people are getting conflicted on how to spend their time and reduce demand, so to speak.
So what are some common signs that people might be experiencing and can be correlated with burnout this season?
Tired, being very tired, kind of exhausted, feeling maybe a little bit drained. There's a host of things, but I would say probably the most prevalent one that I hear from my clients is they're just tired. They don't know why, and they're just fatigued.
Oh yeah. I mean, here in Colorado Springs, we've got Pikes Peak, and literally 4 o'clock, that sun hits right behind it and it's dark, and it's 4 o'clock and you feel like it's 9.
Yeah, isn't that amazing how that daylight, when it just disappears, there's almost some anxiety that comes with it because you're trying to get so much done in the daylight hours, right?
Yes. Actually, that's a really great way to put it. Like, you're trying to put things in order and you're trying to figure it out. Do you have some easy ways that people can manage and avoid these autumn burnout?
I would pick on 2 things, just focus on 2 things, getting outside and getting some exercise. Those are the 2 best ways you could boost your mental side. Those 2 things combined will get your mind going in a better direction. There's some other things that I could touch on too if time permits, but those are the 2 things I would focus on.
Okay, and then how can people use this time of the year to refresh themselves?
Well, I would say the biggest thing is adjust your wardrobe. That's one thing I do every season, mainly in the summer and the winter.
Yeah.
I get rid of my summer clothes now, and I'm putting my winter clothes in, winterish clothes, we'll say. And that's one way of refreshing your mind to get set for the next season.
Honestly, I just did that today. I was going into my closet and I was like, okay, this weekend it's going to be the changeover, kind of getting myself ready and prepared for the winter. And you're right, that dark season that just inevitably hits every year.
Yeah, and then we have the daylight savings time that's going to disappear on us now too. So that's another added item to reduce the daylight even further.
Do you have any more tips for someone who might be struggling to stay motivated as we, move deeper into fall, daylight savings time hits, all that good stuff?
Well, I would say be intentional with your friends right now. Get out. It's a time to adjust before the holiday season rush hits. Be intentional about your time with them, and then also reduce the demands on things that don't require you to be there. We get into this decision fatigue on what should I do, what shouldn't I do. So be very intentional about how you're interacting with your friends and the items that you're participating in.
Well, Andrew, you are a life coach. You've given us some incredible tips here as we move out so we can avoid that autumn burnout. Is there a way that people can connect with you or get more information with you and maybe try to use you as their life coach as a whole?
Well, I would say the best thing to do, I offer free time with people just to find out where they're at. But the best place to reach me is at andrewpaulskoog.com. That's the best place you'll find me. Otherwise, I'm on Instagram and YouTube, all the other favorite channels that everybody's there. But andrewpaulskoog.com is a great place to start.
All right. Well, Andrew, thank you so much for joining us this morning, sharing your wisdom and your life tips to help us not get that burnout. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much. Have a great afternoon.
All right, Andrew's main goal is to help individuals find balance and fulfillment in both their personal and their professional lives. Like he told us, if you'd like to learn a little bit more or maybe get in contact with him, make sure you check out his website. Andrew, thanks so much.